You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
So we are out and about here at BRFM. We're at the Sheppey Air Cadets here on the Isle of Sheppey. We're joined with Paul at the moment. Firstly, thank you very much for taking the time out to speak to us here at BRFM.
Hello, good evening.
Now, I was wondering if we could start off by you telling us a little bit about your role here and what you do, how long you've been here as well.
Sure. Well, my role here is commanding officer. I look after the squadron. It's a new position for me. I've only been here a week, as it happens. I am currently the commanding officer of Gillingham Squadron, so I'm used to the role itself. I'm just helping out here to get them on their feet.
Now, I know one of the things you wanted to talk about is that you've got a forthcoming open day. So I was wondering if you could tell our listeners a bit about that and also when it is.
Sure. It's the opportunity for the youngsters of the island and surrounding areas to come and see what the Air Cadets have got to offer. The evening is on Friday the 18th of October, and we'll be here from 7 in the evening to 9:30. And people will be able to come along and just sort of see what the Air Training Corps has got.
Where actually is it? Is it actually here at your base?
Yes, we will be here. The base... The base is situated off of Millennium Way in Granville Place. During the evening we want to try and give them a taster of the sort of activities that the cadets get up to on an evening basis. We teach them first aid, so they will be able to have a small insight into the type of first aid that we teach. They will also get an insight into the sort of lessons that they can learn. About aviation, flying in general, how an aircraft actually flies, how it stays up there, and what powers it.
So it's the sort of thing if somebody's listening at home and thought they'd like to join but not really sure whether it's for them or what you do, if they come along to this open evening, that's their chance to find out whether it is perhaps for them. Yeah,
that's right. It's a taster evening. We try and give them a little rounded insight of what's going on, and they can basically make their own mind up if it is for them, yeah.
We are out and about. We're at the Sheppey Air Cadets here on the Isle of Sheppey at Granville Place, right here at BRFM. So we are out and about and we're continuing to talk to Paul, the Sheppey Air Cadets at Granville Place, right here at the Monday Night Community Show. What do you offer?
Well, the Corps as a whole offers young people the opportunity to go flying in both powered aircraft and gliders. They are two-seater aircraft, so they get the opportunity to talk to the pilot. The pilot can teach them exactly how the aircraft flies, and as they progress, they will get the opportunity to fly the aircraft themselves, obviously with the pilot still in it.
Yeah.
On a gliding point of view, they will teach them, once they're above 16, to eventually go solo themselves. So there are many opportunities. The Corps itself offers the Duke of Edinburgh's Award scheme, which, as I'm sure you're aware, is an excellent scheme for young people, and it's a good thing to have on their personal CVs. Along with this, they also have the chance to gain BTEC in aviation studies and in public services, which again is a good thing for their CVs and an equivalent to a good GCSE, at least grade C. So it's all good for them in the future. On the sporting front, there's an awful lot of sports that the Corps have to offer. Young people can represent the squadron against other units within the county of Kent, and if they've got a particular field they're good at, they can then end up representing the county against other counties. So there's opportunities there to progress on the sporting field. Usually once a year, sometimes Easter as well, but in the summer they all go off to annual camp, and they go to an RAF station. And they're shown around and they're shown the life of an airman or airwoman. If they want to go into the Air Force themselves, it's a good opportunity to have a look at the field they'd like to go into and maybe spend a day in that particular field and see if it really is what they want in life.
So preparing is very important.
Yeah, the preparation is done on a lesson basis within the squadron on a Wednesday and a Friday night. And that usually takes place in the form of lessons or lectures where the individuals are taught, as we said earlier on, how an aircraft flies, how to even approach an aircraft, what to do when you're on a shooting range. There are very strict rules within the Corps for shooting to ensure that there are definitely no mishaps.
So I understand you're going to be moving from this current location.
Yes, very early in the new year we are moving to new premises in New Road opposite the industrial estate. These will be purpose-built building which will have full facilities and enable us to teach the cadets to the best of our ability with good facility backup.
Now I understand you also wanted to let our listeners know about Kent Cadet Week.
Oh, yes, Kent Cadet Week is happening from the 12th to the 18th of October, and it's aimed for all the cadet forces throughout Kent. And throughout that week, there will be, in most of the major towns throughout the county of Kent, cadet forces will be promoting their own individual units and just generally trying to recruit cadets and adult staff. Because without adult staff, we can't take on too many cadets. So it's important that we have recruiting for cadets and staff.
Now, I was wondering if you could just refresh our listeners when and where your open day is.
Well, the open day will be, as we said earlier, on Friday the 18th of October, and it will be here at our current premises in Granville Place, and that will be from 7 to 9:30, and we will welcome any youngsters in between the ages of 13 and 16 to come along and have a little look around and see if they'd like to come and join us.
If anyone would like to contact you, do you have a phone number or a website for our listeners?
Well, currently we can be found on Facebook. If you just punch in 2316 Sheppey, you can find us on Facebook and maybe see some of the things that we do at the present time. And also the phone can be contacted on 668282.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time out this evening to tell our listeners a little bit about the Open Day and also what you do.
Well, thank you very much for coming along. It's been a pleasure meeting you.